Hey everybody, it's the boss lady here. Hold on y'all. Sorry about that. I was like, well, how come it ain't pausing? Child, anyway, I should just turned it down. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, how y'all doing? It's the boss lady here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, if you are returning, hey. Woo-wee. It is 5:34 in the morning. I couldn't record when I first got in the car, but I'm recording now. And it's gray outside. I mean, we're not even supposed to get too much sun today. It's July 5th, so it's after the 4th. Y'all, I've been up since 4 o'clock. Yes, ma'am. Mom and Dad are on their way to family reunion on Dad's sibling side. So Dad has 2 sets of siblings. Kind of like I have 2 sets of siblings too. But anyway, on his father's side, my dad is the eldest of 16. I think out of the 16, there is now 14 living. I know 2 have passed away. But anyway, so on his dad's side, his siblings typically get together like around the 4th and stuff. And they've gone a couple times or whatever. And so this year they're going. They're just going to be gone until Sunday. So I just took them to the airport and just got gas. And now I'm headed back home. Grab me some coffee because let me tell you, when that alarm went off at 4 o'clock, baby, I was like, what? And actually, my body was already awake. I just had my eyes closed. So, like, my eyes were still resting, but my body was awake because there was some video playing, and I was listening to the video, and I was like, who is this person? You know how sometimes you can play a video, and if you fall asleep, it'll just play the next video, and it may be some person that you know, and maybe not. Depending on what you're watching, it may just pick up a different whatever. So I've been watching a lot of videos on cruising. And so this video that picked up, it was like a 3-hour video. I was like, who, where, why are you doing a 3-hour video? Like, for real? So anyway, child, that was a lot. I think I'm going to turn here. Yes, because I'm going to go through downtown. So anyway, so I was listening to a video and I was just like, So my body was kind of already awake, and then boom, my alarm went off. Luckily, my husband was up. Him and Miss Pena. But what Miss Pena was like, Mom, where are you going? Why you gotta go somewhere at 4 in the morning? Because, you know, she wear her headphones, but child, Miss Pena, she selective hearing, honey. Because she tunes into what she want to tune into. And anyway, so I said, I'm taking Nana Papa to the airport. And she was like, how long you going to be gone? I said, I'll be back before your daddy go to work. And she was like, oh, okay. And then husband, he said, what time you got to be up? I said, I got to be up at 4. So when I rolled over, he was already woke. Because he knows how I am. Oh, Jesus. Baby. Okay? That's a big old... Because he know he shouldn't have took that turn like that. Anyway. But, you know, he was worried about me being up that early and driving. Because he know I'm not a night driver. Or night, or, dark driver, I should say. Because, I mean, it's morning. But anyway, so I got them to the airport. Everybody's good. We made it there safe. It was a little bit of rain, but it was a whole lot of construction. And I don't care how long I've been driving, baby. Listen, I don't do well with construction and freeways. So I'm glad Dad did say go when we went, because I'd have been like, And so he said on Sunday we can go back a different route. I was like, praise Jesus. Hallelujah. So anyway, let me show y'all my downtown. So I'm getting ready to go into downtown. I don't know if you can see it, but we got a lot of cloud cover. Oh my goodness. So those buildings that's off to the right, that's not downtown. Those are apartment buildings. What I'm trying to get you guys to see is like this. This is downtown. Yep. Got all these clouds on top of the buildings, though. You can barely see it. And then we're coming up on the U.S. Bank Stadium. That's where the football players play. So, you know, whenever you guys hear about, you know, Minnesota playing somebody, that's the stadium right there, that gray building that we're coming up on. I'll keep letting it roll so you can see the actual wording, U.S. Bank Stadium. Yep, that's it. Okay, I'm back. I was going to take the freeway like completely back, and then I said, nah, let me go ahead on and cut through downtown, because, baby, that freeway coming back was horrible. I was like, oh, because now people are getting up and they're going to work. I'm like, yep, not me. Oh, I could have, well, maybe not. It's not on this side, it's over there. I was going to show you, well, the place that I had my very, very, very first job outside of working through the school system is over here, but there's a lot of traffic around me. Like, cars just came out of nowhere. They're like all around me now. So, yeah, people up, they're going to work. But yeah, I used to work at this building right here as I'm passing it. I used to sell tickets to, like, not to the games, but to the concerts and stuff at Ticketmaster. Child, I'll never forget, $6 an hour. Woo! Praise Jesus for the blessings of increase. Okay. And now, this is, well, let me see, I'll show you. So this building here, this is the hospital. This is our general, I guess they would call it like general hospital. It's basically like where people go. I mean, people with insurance come here too, but this is like the county hospital. Yeah, that's the county hospital. But back in the day, they used to call it general hospital. I don't know why, but anyway, a lot of, not majority, but a lot of our people who live here, who are on county assistance, go there. It's a #1 trauma center. So back in the day, before they made the hospital by us a trauma center, this used to be our only trauma center. So that's where all the gunshot victims went, and cardiac arrest, and I mean, you know, stuff that was. It's also a teaching hospital. And honestly, you know, people think like, oh my God, you going to the county hospital? I'm sorry, but there's some good surgeons out of that hospital. I've had surgery out of there twice. And I wasn't on county assistance either. So, at the time of those surgeries. So I thank God for those surgeons that came out of there, because they learned very well. Anyway, but now that we have the other trauma center, depending on location of trauma, they split between the two hospitals. So, yeah. Oh, downtown. Downtown used to be the spot back in the day. You couldn't pay me to come and hang out down here. I'm so serious. Oh, let me show you this. That's the Target Center right here that we're passing. So that's where I go for like basketball games and the circus and some other stuff. I can't remember. Concerts. Let me get through this light quick. This next one we coming up on, this is the Twin Stadium. So that's baseball. That's Target Field right here. Yeah. Just showing y'all a little bit of my city, that's all. Just a little bit of the city. And then you can see where they were champions, and they got all the little flag things hanging up here. Yeah, so this is Target Field. Now this building next to it, this got something to do with trash. I don't know what that is. I can't remember. I think husband said they burn trash there. I don't know. But on the other side of there is the train station. So like when I take the train to the airport. Yes. And that be that. A little, razzle dazzle of the city. Oh, now I'm getting ready to hit myself on home. I'm tired, y'all. Jesus. I want to just do this video because, and I thought, oh, while I'm down here, let me show y'all a little something. Before I forget, Target Field, I've never been there before. Never. I've driven past it. I parked by it, but never, ever have I attended a baseball game there because, one, I don't like baseball. I do want to go one day just to say, hey, I've been to Target Field. I've been outside of it. I've taken pictures of it, but to actually go, nope. Now, my Salvation Army that I go to, the one that I told you has a Target overflow, it's just around this corner here. Which I haven't been there in a very, very long time. But I've been trying not to frivolously buy stuff. I got stuff that I'm like, I got to get rid of. I got to get rid of, So, that's where I am with that. That's why I haven't really been thrifting. Because I'm like, I'll go thrifting, I'll see something I want. Then I'm like, am I really going to use it? This and that, whatever. And I'm so bummed. Because thinking back to 4th of July. I think I had bought the stuff at the Dollar Tree prior to knowing we were going to go somewhere else. So I had bought those red tablecloths, didn't even use them. I was like, dang it. But we still got Labor Day coming, so maybe I'll, decorate for Labor Day. Because I'm trying to think, when would I use those tablecloths again? Christmas. But I typically like a cloth. I don't like plastic tablecloth. So, but I could use it for Labor Day. They're sitting on the kitchen table, like, for real. But I did cook, even though we went over to my in-laws. So I made ribs. Ribs was jamming. I am a spare rib girl. I don't like the rib on the bone. Especially if it ain't no rib on the bone. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. I like spare ribs. So, I made spare ribs. I did chicken legs. I did a big old family pack of chicken. Ooh. I'm running the light. Go watch the thing. But I did a big old pack of, a family pack of chicken legs. There's 3 pieces of chicken left. I did burgers out of lamb meat, ground lamb meat. I made baked beans and we had potato salad. And I actually cooked on Wednesday. So I cooked everything Wednesday, which was nice because it was hot outside. And that's the time to barbecue because it rained crazily on the 4th. I was like, are you serious? But I'm glad I barbecued. Excuse me. Because, oh, bless me, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I'm glad I did cook. Auntie, she barbecued brats. She did ribs. But she did rib on the bone. And I don't know where those ribs came from. But when I tell you it was like skinny, little, not a whole lot of meat on the bone, I don't do ribs like that. And she sliced them bone by bone by bone. And I was like, really? My husband was like, baby, I was trying to get the meat off the bone, but there was no meat on that bone that you gave me because I fixed his plate. I was like, I'm sorry, they all look that way. Whatever. But anyway, so she did ribs, she did brats, and then she did peas and rice. I don't know what kind of pea. They weren't black-eyed peas. But, was it chicken? I don't know. Husband ate it. And then she had corn on the cob and coleslaw. And so I just had brats, coleslaw, and one little baby rib. That was it. And then they had cupcakes. And this is the first time, probably because it was hot too, but first time in a long time that Auntie didn't bake anything. Normally she bakes stuff, but we had, stuff going on in the family. So for her to do what she did, I was like, oh, wow. So anyway, but it was nice to kind of get together and just kind of talk. And I'm a little worried about Uncle, just because that's his baby sister. My husband has talked to my father-in-law at least twice. So I believe services are going to be in 2 weeks. Well, week and a half, something like that, on the 16th. And I think because they're trying to make sure people get in town and whatever. Because there's a lot of people who went out of town for the holidays. So people are just, and they're going to be out of town for a minute. So they want to have as much family in town as possible for services. So, and I'm going to leave it up to Miss Pina. I told her, she got to go. But maybe not. I might just let her go on to work. So, speaking of Miss Pina and work, y'all, let me tell you, I'm almost home, so let me tell you this quick. So how about, Miss Pina works at a different site than where her supervisor works at, right? So her supervisor put her at the site that she's at because there's more kids, and so she would have more to do. Okay, not a problem. Well, the lady who's at Miss Pina's site, apparently she worked at a different school, I don't know, however long ago. And she's used to running things her way. So she gives Miss Pina this paper, and it's like an emergency referral card or something, like an emergency card. Well, even though Miss Pina's boss, even though Miss Pina's boss is not at her location, there are 2 people who work with her boss at that location. They know that Miss Pina is not a temporary worker. She's an actual employee of a company. So when Miss Pina first started, let me just preface it. So when she first started working 2 years ago, she was working through this collaboration through the city called Step Up, and it's for teens ages 14 to 18, I believe it is. High school students, whatever, junior high students, to get them working. And so she did that only for 2 months, and then she got hired on at the company, which is the YWCA. Whatever. And so anyway, so she gets hired on, right? And she's been hired on, and she'll make her 2 years come November with her company. So anyway, these people, they work, at the Y with her, and they know that she, baby. So I told her, I said, you got this paper, talk to your boss about it. I said, because you are an employee, they already have your emergency contacts and this and that on file. So I don't know why you would have to do this paper. So she talked to her boss. Her boss was like, no, you don't need to do it, whatever, and go about your business. Well, then I go to pick her up from work on Wednesday because she got the form on Monday. She talked to her boss on Tuesday. I go to pick her up Wednesday. I'm in the lot. And mind you, we just had a death in the family, right? So we're, I'm talking to my husband because my husband is, he feels some kind of way about losing his aunt. So I'm on the phone with him and, whatever. And he's telling me that, he don't talk to his dad and his dad was there and whatever. So next thing you know, the lady walks up to my car talking about, oh, excuse me, can I interrupt you for a minute? And I'm just like, yeah. So she's like, I have all my youth workers fill out that form, and I'm trying to figure out why I don't have one from Miss Pina. And I said, well, because Miss Pina is not, one of your youth workers. She works for the Y. So, I said, that information is already on file. Well, I don't have no communication with her boss, and I don't have no way to contact her boss if something was to happen to her. And, this isn't for me just a whatever. And then she started talking about the public school system information thing. And I said, well, she's a public school students. So therefore, if you got, access to that, then you have access to her info. Oh no, I can't access that. That would be inappropriate. That's unauthorized access. That's like looking up my own child. And what are you talking about, lady? Like, are you for real? So, and I said, well, the teacher that she's working with works with me and has my phone number. Like, it's like, I don't know. She was like having like a power struggle. And the whole time my husband's sitting on the phone. So I was like, whatever. I said, I mean, if you need my phone number that bad, I mean, I wasn't understanding that. And I kept telling her she's not a step up worker. She works for the Y. So then she's like, well, okay, well, and then I started name dropping because I guess she didn't think I knew who the people were who also worked with Miss P. So I said, this person works there. This person, they have access to her supervisor, number one. They also have access to contact HR to get her, So she was just like, oh, okay, well, So this is all before Miss Pena comes out from work. I text her boss, like, so I'm on the phone with husband because he was like, who is that lady? I had literally had to put my windows up because he was going off. Boss man was. He said, didn't she see you was on the phone? I mean, just going. So, y'all, I text her boss and I was like, hey, this just happened to me as I'm picking up, Miss Peanut, blah, blah, blah. So the lady was like, what? So as Miss Peanut's getting in the car, her boss is calling me like, why is she coming to you as her parent? She said, that's inappropriate. She has a supervisor, so she need to be coming to me. She said, not only that, but I just saw the lady on Monday. She never said anything about it. She said, I told her anything that goes on with Miss Peanut, it goes through me because I am her supervisor. She said, that's inappropriate. Why would you contact the parent? I said, I don't know. I said, but, she talked about, she ain't never done this before and collaborated with the Y and this and that. And I said, well, if you guys are doing collaboration, then y'all should be working together and having conversation. So then she's like, well, I'm going to go talk to her boss, talking about Miss Peanut's boss's boss. And I was like, well, whatever, And so then Miss Peanut chimes in on the conversation and she says, well, she pulled me from my class with my students. And she said, here, I'm thinking I'm in trouble or something about this form. And then talking about, well, who told you not to do the form? Your boss or your mom? I said, Lord help. So I don't know what's going on. So Miss Peanut's location might be changing because her boss was like, that's not okay for me. And I said, okay, hey, ain't got nothing to do with that. But anyway, I just pulled up to the house. Let me see if I can turn this thing on. I'm going to try to. Okay, it says no Bluetooth. I'm trying to turn it. Yep, because the sound's about to come back in. Cool. Got it. But, yeah, I'm about to go in the house and I'm about to lay my body down. Because, honey, do you hear me? Look at my hair is all messed. So this is all the hair that was out when I had the wig on. Right now I got the hair pulled back in a knot, as you can see. But this is just like ridiculous, honey. So I'm about to see. Okay. So mom and dad are at their gate. Oh. Let me let her know that I am at home. Yes, I'm going to let her know I'm at home. And go about my business. Tired. Okay. So you guys, I hope you had a great 4th of July. I am going to go and lay my tail down. Actually, probably not, because now I think about it, Pepper is going to be wanting to get up. So I might go ahead and get Pepper up and call it a day. But I'm going to rest for sure. Get my keys out. But yeah, I stopped and got gas because Dad gave me gas money. I was like, bless your heart. Thank you, Jesus. Who paid $4.14 a gallon? My God. He gave me $60. I just put $20 in the tank because I'm like, I don't want to put a full 60 in and then run all that gas out before next week. So I was like, let me just do $20. $20 is fine. So anyway, but let me go in here so my husband know I'm safe. And I'll see you guys in that video. Bye, guys.
Often, right? But they go to the house right here, right? No, that one too. Next door is wow. That white black one. That white one is the garage. The garage is that right? No, the garage house. The white black. Oh yeah. They go there a lot. They've been going there a lot. I saw them the other day.